Okay. Alright, so I wanted to do this when it first came out. I wanted to, play test it pretty much and just see, how it was. But I played it on my own without recording it, and I did not like it. There was a lot of options I had to turn off. I know people really like the Mario Maker aesthetic, but I hate it. So I had to turn a lot of stuff off, and unfortunately for me, there's still a lot of stuff you can't turn off. But the reason I'm playing this now is because they added a new vital option, vital for me, which is classic physics. Because the original had some sort of it had an approximation of how the game used to play, like how the original game would play, but um, it really felt more like Mario Maker than the original Super Mario Bros. And Mario Maker has its own problems. So if they're using Mario Maker as a blueprint, it doesn't really, set it up for success. But I know people like this. People like this game, this fan game. It is a fan game, so it's kind of sucks to be so critical about it. But hopefully they'll let you customize it more and more. I know you can. There are mods to I think there's a mod where I can kind of fix some of the major problems I have with it, but well, first of all, I'm too lazy to do that, and second of all, I want the vanilla experience because I haven't played this for a while. I just remember when it first came out, I was complaining about it, and then I noticed all of the people in Discord servers who I hang out with, who I know are very, very passionate about Super Mario Bros. 1 and Japanese 2. They also noticed a lot of problems like I did. It's just if you're playing this game and you expect things to be a certain way, it really shatters your reality when it works different, but it looks nearly the same. So I'm gonna see just how close they got it this time around. All right. Holy crap. All right. I thought I fixed my speaker balance before I started, but that's the thing with this game. I noticed it's still a bit too loud. For some reason, every single sound effect is a different volume. So some things will just be randomly way louder than the rest, and I'm sure I could fix it. There's that. I tried to turn that off, and I hate it. Try to turn it off, but there's no such option from what I can tell. It's just, do you want old checkpoints or new checkpoints or additional checkpoints, but not just turn off the annoying checkpoint sound and visual indicators. See, the flagpole is really, really quiet. But I didn't notice anything wrong with that. Physics-wise, it actually felt pretty good. The first time around, it was night and day difference. I could play it, but I wasn't having much fun with it. Now it kind of feels like I have a lot more control over how much speed I have, and jumping physics and all that. It feels a lot better. I can still do that. Something that I've kind of gotten used to is when you break this and you fall down here. Whatever. For some reason, that always slows down the game on the NES, so I'm used to that. It's so weird when you go down a pipe and the music doesn't start over again. When you're underground and you go into a pipe that sends you down, the music will start over. Oh, and also the fact that you make the pipe sound going up, that's kind of weird. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not gonna take the warp zone because I want to experience the full game. But yeah, it feels pretty good to control now. I think one of the things that kind of made it playable the first time around when it first launched was that the controls feel very responsive. I don't know if that's just me like imagining things or what, but I feel like the original kind of has this slight delay on it. I still really like how the game controls, but it feels like there's a little bit of a delay on the NES. On this, I don't think there's that. Maybe it's just a mental thing. Something I don't like is these backgrounds. I can't turn them off, and they look very... I feel like I totally should have died there. They're distracting to me because I think the color choice doesn't quite match the original. The clouds too, I don't really like the moving clouds. Wow, I missed him twice. But yeah, this playthrough shouldn't take long. This game's kind of a piece of cake once you've played it like a million times. I do have it set to like classic difficulty, where if you get hit once, you shrink all the way down. There we go. I just had to do that. See that? The timing of that's weird on this, but I can excuse that. Also, that looks really weird, the white text being over the background. Because the background was all black originally. This I do not like. From what I understand, you cannot turn these off. These themed levels, I do not like the music in these. And I looked it up. They made some original music for this, but from what I can understand, they also took music from Mario Maker, and from what I remember, those Mario Maker tracks, they're not good. They don't really fit the like aesthetic of the original game, in my opinion. I mean, it's all opinion. I don't really care what anyone else says. I don't like them. I don't think they're that good. But just the overall theme of the worlds I don't think works either. I thought it would take me up automatically. You know, I think there's a point in the game where... I already missed one, wow. There's a point in the game where one of the worlds is supposed to take place at night, and because they gave a theme to each world, that just doesn't exist anymore. And while playing it the first time, I was like, what world am I in? It's so weird when one thing is changed, it totally like breaks your perspective of how everything is. It's just, that doesn't feel right. I feel like the fireball comes out lower than it's supposed to. That's weird. That sound. I think that's from Super Mario Deluxe. And that reminds me, that's why I wanted to get this in the first place. That shouldn't look like that. Yeah, that sound is way louder than everything else. That's crazy. I was following a fan project that was supposed to be... It was, because I grew up with Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on the Game Boy Color. That was like my first exposure to Super Mario, and I know it's not perfect and all that. Everyone like hates on the screen crunch and everything, but I like the things that were added to it. What the heck? I like the additional sound effects and just everything. I love the map that they added to like the regular mode. I don't know why I did that. I just love it. And so I was following a fan project that was supposed to sort of like remaster it, you know, make it bigger, make it so it doesn't have the screen crunch, and give you, you know, pretty much all the mini games and everything. And this got announced, and then the developer of that one canceled his port because they're like, oh yeah, this one looks way, way better, and you don't need to worry about mine anymore. And I'm like, okay, well now there's a lot of variables thrown in here because this is just supposed to be, at least what I thought is it's just supposed to be Super Mario 1. And now, you know, well now I know these guys also care about, you know, Deluxe and the lost levels and all that, which is nice. But I still think they kind of got carried away in trying to inject some of their own preferences into this. Like this, I can't turn off the desert theme by default. I'm gonna have to install a mod for that. And also, I don't remember if that's supposed to be like that. I don't think there's supposed to be water there, but in my mind, I always envisioned the bridge levels to be like way above the ground, like really high up. I know they're cheaps, but it's like, I like to think they're jumping really, really high. Anyways, so I got this in hopes that it would be, you know, everything I wanted out of the Super Mario Deluxe remake thing that was going on, and yeah, I'll never know now because that thing got cancelled, and now we only have this. And like I said, I didn't like it. What the heck? I didn't like it when it first came out. I'm liking it a little bit more now that it's much better to play. Wow, having difficulty on Bowser. But I guess what is cool about this, yeah, oh my god, this song I hate the most. I do not like it. This is supposed to be at nighttime, by the way, in the original. This song is horrendous. I'm gonna just run through this level. See if I can get the Mario's face thing going. I feel like I should have gotten that from that distance without having to step toward it that much. There we go. Can I get it? I want to break the block. There we go. Ugh. Oh. Yes, you can't do that here. I remember this part specifically because in the original you could shoot a fireball from here and it would fly upwards towards them and you can get all three of them like that. You can't do that in this. Should be a star, yeah. Does the star jump every time? In this version, I mean? They did that in level 2. Should I even bother trying to get this? Oh yeah. I can still climb off the vine, that's great. Okay. Oh, the vine changed palette. I guess it's blue skies above the snowy land. Well, screw it. Whoa, there's a lot. Oh yeah, that was something I remember. I feel like, oh, I'm running out of time. I feel like there's something really wrong with the fact that enemies don't properly spawn and despawn. I think I beat the entire game when it first launched, and I remember there was something really, really bothering me about the fact that the piranha plants, I think it's the way the game used to work. Like, I think the game used to kind of teleport you back in Bowser's castle when you made a wrong move or whatever, so it would despawn the enemies because you were technically in a different spot. I don't know, I could be wrong about that, but that's what I remember, is that all I know is that the enemies would despawn. See, look, it jumps every time, that's weird. The piranha plants. The piranha plants in Bowser's castle would despawn. And they weren't doing that in this version, and that was really bothering me. So I feel like there are times where there should be more enemies on, or there are more enemies on screen because the game has less limitations than the original. Oh my god, see, I thought this part was a background thing. It fits in so well with that background. It's just distracting more than anything. I'm playing this on a DualSense, by the way. It actually feels pretty good. I don't think you can hit 2 blocks at once in the original. Oh yeah, they also added an option for classic fireballs, which I enjoy, because they were really, really smooth before and that bothered me. I don't think they look completely accurate still, but I could be wrong. Green toad. What is this? Oh yeah, I remember this was a major issue I had. This world doesn't fit with this, or should I say this theme doesn't fit with this world at all. To me anyways. It's more of a, I'm trying to think and also play and it's not working out. Where is he? Oh, I guess he despawned. It's more of a personal thing for me. I remember I used to be stuck in World 3 forever. I had this game on my Game Boy, not Deluxe like I mentioned earlier, but I had the classic NES series cartridge for my Game Boy Advance SP. And so I was stuck on World 3 forever, and once I got to World 4 and I saw the Lakitu, it like changed my reality. I was like, wow, there's like way more to this game than I thought. See, look, I don't know where I am. It's the second pipe always, and I think I'm not where I am. Okay. So to me, World 4 is like this big, vast, like, you know, sunny land, and in this, it's some weird, like, forested area. Why can't I get this? What? What the heck? Oh my god. Do I even bother with this? I don't need it, but... So there's a flaw right there. I can get that no problem in the original. Okay. Okay, I know that doesn't ever happen in the NES version, but okay. He's supposed to throw one, like, not soon after you get out of the pipe. And I'll always shoot it, and then he'll go away. You know, everyone has their way they play this game. And that's how they make it personal and unique to them. Like when I was a kid, I used to break every one of these blocks. Now I know the secret's right here. But there's still more secrets that I don't know. I don't know everything about this game. There we go. Now I'm armed. Armed and ready. Was there something interesting in here? What? Oh, okay, I don't want to be there anymore. I've lost interest. I think there's a... yeah. I remember I used to have a bootleg, like one of those plug-and-play handheld thing, not a handheld, plug-and-play TV games, and it had a turbo button, and one of my favorite things to do was go up right to the edge here, and hit turbo, and he'd shoot fireballs like crazy. Of course, I don't have a rapid fire, I don't have a turbo button set on this. That was just me imitating. Oh yeah, I wonder if they fixed that. Another issue was the rules of the piranha plants not coming out when you stand next to them weren't correct. Like, the distance was wrong. Like, I think you needed to be right up next to them for that to work. Yeah, that was way easier. Back in Bizarro Land. Shut up. What kind of mushrooms are those? Oh yeah, this is the only... Whoa. That sent me flying. This is the only mushroom level in the original Super Mario. I guess they decided to make them all multicolored. That's another option that I couldn't turn off, if you haven't guessed. Not that it looks terrible. I don't like the outlined mushrooms and the flat tree things, but it's okay. This game has inconsistencies like that too in the original. Like, look at Mario and look at the outlined mushroom. Should this part be this empty? Whatever. Is this gonna tell me if I do it right or wrong? Oh, they changed it completely, okay. I guess they can't emulate that. Yeah, because normally that would just send you back. It would look like a seamless transition from where you were to where you were going. That was it? I know I'm getting old, but like... it's kind of weird. I feel like I'm forgetting some of these levels. Maybe it's because they look so different. What is this? I thought we already had a desert level. World. Oh, this is supposed to be a snow level, isn't it? Isn't World 5 like everything's kind of like white and silver? It's just so weird. I know I can't be the only one who's complained about all these weird decisions so much. Like I said, I hate to be complaining about fan games, but I feel like there's some basic things that you should do, which is like have these be optional, you know? Well, I actually have 10 lives, 1-0. Holy crap, that sent me flying. I don't think it's supposed to send you that high. Or if it is, I don't think the velo- Whoa, what the? I feel like I can snipe him. I don't think the fireballs go in the correct diagonal pattern. Can literally snipe him from off screen. That's insane. Okay. Well, now I know that. Isn't there like a... I don't know if that's even possible to get. What was I talking about before I got distracted by the fireball? Oh, wait. I missed my chance. I love jumping under that thing. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't know if it's just, like where the fireball appears initially or something else, but there's definitely something wrong about the position of it. Mold mountains in the background, platforms. What are these? What would you call these platforms? They're like cliffs. Now I have to wonder, are the hitboxes correct? Have you ever actually seen how some of the hitboxes work in the original? They're like really small. Into the sand brick castle. I always like this castle. The beginning's kind of like hectic. Oh, and it's like an updated version of one of the other ones. Oh, okay, I didn't expect to get caught on the brick. I might actually die. Wow. Okay. That was weird. No, just forget it. Did that fire stick always move that fast? Firebar, whatever you want to call them. Huh? Oh yeah, you can duck as small Mario. Please let the next world have normal music. Well, what I was going to say was, when you have the the regular overworld music playing. One thing I can give them is I believe it's the original and not what they included with Mario Maker. The Lakitu just goes down, the cloud disappears. I didn't even notice that before. Mario Maker uses like I don't know how they did it, but it's like kind of similar to what you hear in Versus Super Mario Bros. Where the pulse waves are like on sync with the triangle wave, the bass, and it's not supposed to be that way. They're supposed to be slightly delayed. Or should I say the bass is supposed to be... I think the bass is supposed to come slightly before the pulse waves. It kind of gives it a nice texture to it. Rather than it happening all at once. It just doesn't sound right. Whoa! Oh, he added more animation to the Koopa Troopas. I didn't even notice that. I also think before you were able to get a lot more coins out of these like the multi-coin blocks. So I think some major problems got fixed, and of course I'm still nitpicking all the minor stuff. See, look, I don't think, yeah, that I don't think should be coming out if I'm that close to it, but. Also, I could be wrong, but I don't think Mario's able to jump as high. Like, I nearly fell in that mushroom level. I don't know. I'm not even saying anything. This is just how I play video games. I just sit in silence. Unless I'm playing fighting games, then I can't shut up. I do like that you can skip the life counter intro screen thing. Whoa, man. Oh, am I gonna be able to get back up? Yes. Now I'm having doubts. It's like every time I'm like, oh, is this gonna be that faithful to the original where, you know, that one little detail actually helps you out a whole lot? Like, I don't think they included, like, all the bugs and everything, all the weird oversights. I don't think you can, like, wall jump and stuff. But yeah, but I could swear those springs are not supposed to, like, keep you in the air that high. Like that for that long. This is the first castle, but with more of these. I wonder if you can jump into these and have it not hurt you. Because I've had that happen in the original. Yeah, see, when you need it, the controls are actually pretty responsive. What was that? Were you always able to do that? Just looks weird. Stop! How is he breathing fire down there? Blue Toad. 7-1 I know is for a fact is a snowy level. But I guess it looks like this now. Whatever this is. I don't know what this theme actually is. That's seaweed? Like in the Matrix, I'm dodging all these bullets. Holy crap. I'm not getting the rest. Being able to hit 2 blocks at once actually makes the Hammer Bros really easy. Because one of the most common things that'll happen is you'll break the one next to it on accident, and then it'll fall through the gap and hurt you. I always like underwater levels when I have a fire flower, because then I can just play like Fireball Sniper. Like, I'll sometimes play a game where there's... okay. I'll sometimes play a game where the goal is just kill literally everything. But clearly I'm not doing that now. Oh, okay. It crashed, no way. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Wait, wasn't I on... yeah, okay. How many lives do I have? I didn't even pay attention. Okay. That looks so weird. Oh no, I'm like dead. Yeah, see, I think not having a limitation to how many sprites you can have on screen really makes it harder. Unless I'm just making this up. Watch it be like he has... the developer has actually accounted for this and limits how many enemies you can have. So I remembered my lives, that's good. I thought I jumped in it, I thought I was dead. Whoa, I don't think they can jump at that kind of arc, but maybe I'm wrong. Not a single one has jumped like right under me. That happens a lot. You'll try and jump, and all of a sudden a Cheep Cheep will jump from like right under you, and you'll bounce off it, and you have no choice but to fall into the pit. I'm not going the right way, am I? Okay. So why doesn't it make a wrong sound if I got the first one wrong? I feel like the game's skipping frames now, it doesn't look too good. Oh yeah, that was another reason why I kind of like these remake things. For some reason emulation of NES games doesn't look good on my computer. Like not screen tears. It skips a lot, and no matter what I do, it just won't play smoothly. It just won't look good. So these are good because they're like, they work natively with your computer. Finally, finally a world with normal music. Although, why is it nighttime? I feel like I'm still getting more coins out of those. That sound is way louder than everything else. Wouldn't that normally have turned the other way? There it goes. Jumping again. There we go. Now, for me, getting World 8-3 correct, like getting it all right, is the most important thing, because, oh my god, already off to a bad start. Aren't those supposed to fall straight down? Yeah, the Lakitu has a pattern. It's actually something my dad told me, is that if you're standing in a very specific spot, he'll never ever hit you, and I've always tested that, and it's always worked. So, like I said, there's those little things, they happen, and they really piss you off. Anyways, getting World 3 done while not getting hit, and getting... Wow! Okay. Getting all the power-ups is important to me because I suck at dealing with Hammer Bros. And they, of course, put one Hammer Bro. God damn it. They put one Hammer Bro in the last level. I always considered that the final boss, because if you get hit, or I guess it's a sub-boss, but if you get hit by that, you barely stand a chance at Bowser, and making it past Bowser. Alright, here's my one shot. Hey, look at that. It's overpowered. Oh my god. Nearly screwed it up. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, I don't like that. There we go. Alright, now I should be set. I think his momentum isn't entirely accurate, but... I got that guy off screen. This is good. I always like that detail. Cause those boxes got a little bit of shading on them. Alright, let's see. Let's see how I do. Oh yeah, I always thought that lava was weird. I think in Super Mario Deluxe, it's actually animated differently. It's animated better from what I remember. That looks weird. Aren't pipes supposed to go in front of, like, water, lava, whatever they are? Liquid? Oh yeah, and you can't even go past this because there's no loops. Normally if you walk past, it would just kind of reset you in the loop. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of cool. They kind of gave a detailed background to this. You only ever see these castle blocks underwater in this level. There we go. Die. That wasn't too bad. I don't know why I was expecting some kind of animated cutscene or something. I do like the extension of this song though. You know, I was remaking this song in Famitracker for a while. I think I just got used to the version that I made, that the note length on this sounds really weird. This part sounds really wrong, but I won't say anything else. Oh, there was the guy who made the other version, the other fan game that I was talking about earlier. In the credits here, I didn't see what he actually did. Oh, those kind of needs manual correction, but still good. cool. So yeah, this game has other modes and stuff. I don't really care too much about them, except for maybe this special and also oh, I guess they don't have it. I actually don't remember if it's there or not. What I really wanted out of the Super Mario Deluxe remake was the what are these? Was the like the kind of special mode you could play. What do you call it? Um, I literally can't remember what it's called, but it's like you go and you collect coins, like 5 coins in each level, and you get the Yoshi egg and try and beat the score and all that. I don't know why I remember those being here. I guess they're not implemented yet. But yeah, hopefully they add that in the future. So overall, I guess you know, they made improvements, but still they'll still be working on it. I know that for sure. So I'm not going to call it bad or anything. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, definitely give us some more options here, cuz for those of us who want the vanilla experience, there's like a severe lack of options, but yeah. Anyways, I think I'm done here.